words can read. Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome to my March wrap up and my April to be read video. So for March I did pretty well. I managed to read a total of 10 books. I'm now going to go through a review the books that I read, the rating and a few thoughts on them. If I did a written review on it, it will be linked in the description box below, and if I did a video review it will be linked somewhere around my head for you to click on and see more of my thoughts in detail. So the first book that I completed in March was Unforgotten by Jessica Brody. This is the sequel to Unremembered, which you all know that I absolutely rave about. It's absolutely fantastic and I think you should go and read it. And the sequel did not disappoint. I was so excited for this to come out. It was just one of my most anticipated 2014 releases and it was so good. Oh my god, you guys just need to read these books. It's just so action packed and like fast paced and amazing, and it's just packed full of punch and it's so good. So of course I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. Next of all, I completed 18 Truths by Jamie Ayers, and I didn't actually realise that this was a sequel that came after the first book, but I found that it wasn't so confusing. Things were just flowing normally, different things were happening, so I wasn't like, what the hell is going on? But I had a few problems with this book. I found the story to be okay, so that is why I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. And then I read the awesome and amazing Shatter Me by Tahara Murphy. Finally, I jumped on the bandwagon and read this book, and it was just so good. It was really good. I just found it so interesting and a completely different storyline. I just can't wait to continue on with this series. It's so good. I mean, I purchased the next books in the series, so I definitely will continue, but I really do recommend for you guys to pick this book up if you haven't already. It's just so good, and I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I read a graphic novel in the ebook format, and it's called Emily and the Strangers, and it is by Maria Hunter. Not sure how that's pronounced, but this was quite good and interesting, and I really did actually enjoy it, so I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. And then I read I Am Pusheen the Cat by Claire Belton. This was another cute little graphic novel, and I really think you should get this if you are really into cats. It's so amusing and I just found myself laughing so much. It's a very quick read and really enjoyable and full of laughs, so that's why I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Jellyby and the Lost Monster by Keen Sue, and this is another little graphic novel that I read, and this was really cute. I just love the little monster that's in it and it's adorable, and if I had the chance I would honestly continue on with reading these novels, and it was good, so I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. And then I read Plants vs Zombies, a visual retrospect book. And this is like based off of the video game Plants vs Zombies, obviously, and I've never played it personally, but I got shown the game and I thought I would give this little graphic novel a try, and it's just full of little fun stuff and it's quite enjoyable. So I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I recommend anybody, especially if you play the games and if you're a fan of them, that you should definitely give this a read. Then I read Wait For You by Jay Lynn, otherwise known as Jennifer L. Armentrout, and this book was so good. I really enjoyed it. It's a really fun contemporary romance that you will just fall in love with Cameron Hamilton, and it's just really emotional, and I thoroughly enjoyed this, so I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. And then I read Grass Over Jungle by Andrew Smith. I was meant to read this last month, but I didn't quite get around to it, and this is a very bizarre book. I still really don't know what I think about it. It's just mixed thoughts and feelings, but I thought it was good overall, so that's why I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And then the final book that I read was My Zombie Hamster by Havelock McCreely, and this was a middle grade book about a kid that has a zombie hamster, and it's pretty fun and different and amusing and mysterious. And it was good, so I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. So guys, that was the end of my March wrap up. I hope you have enjoyed that part, and now I'm going to move on to what I plan on reading in April. I'm still currently reading Beautiful Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll, and I'm halfway through this, so hopefully I can finish this month. And then I recently started The Distance Between Us by Casey West, because I'm on a complete contemporary fix at the moment. I am absolutely just wanted to read all of the contemporaries, especially contemporary romances. I'm just like, give it to me. But this book I've been wanting to read, I got it for Christmas, so I am loving it so far. I'm literally like 4 chapters in and it's so good. Like the main character is so hilarious, it's just awesome. So definitely gonna be reading more of that. And then I'm also going to be reading My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick, another contemporary romance of course, and I recently got this. Haven't hauled that yet, so that's a sneaky surprise for you. I also plan on reading Nil by Lynn Matson, and this is another release that I have got recently and I'm so excited for this book. It just sounds so phenomenal, like 365 days you got to live on an island and escape, and it just sounds like, it sounds so cool, and I love the cover to it, it's freaking awesome, so definitely going to be reading that. And then finally I'm going to be reading Half Bad by Sally Green, as this is the booktuber book club book pick for this month of April, and I will leave the link to the Goodreads page if you would like to join in with reading, and I'll leave that down in the description box below. So those are books I'm planning on reading in April. Of course there might be more, I don't know how it's going to go because April contains Easter, but we shall soon find out, and of course you will all find out in my April wrap up all of the books that I read and what I thought of them. So that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below the books that you read and what you thought about them. Let me know your favourite book of the month, and let me know what you're planning on reading for April, and if you've read any of these books that I'm reading in April too. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Please have an absolutely fantastic day. My name is Katie and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!